Hello and welcome again friends. So now friends, since this is the first lecture of the whole tutorial, so in this lecture I am going to give you a little overview about the curriculum which we are going to learn for jQuery user interface. So before starting the curriculum part, I just want to tell you that the jQuery UI is the second most popular library of JavaScript. So it has many more features which can be applied to make the user interface very attractive and interactive. So now we are moving on to the three important operations which we can perform on this. So these are the components of jQuery user interface. So there are three components in which the UI is divided: interactions, widgets and effects. So these are the three components which basically includes every UI functions. Now starting with the interaction part. So in the section 2 of this course we are going to learn the functionality draggable, which means different options and actions which can be used to move an element or to drag an element from one place to the another. Now in the section 3rd we are going to run the droppable. So the section 3rd is very important and it can only be covered if we know the part of draggable. So to cover the section 3rd, the section 2nd is very important to be understood. Now section 4th is the resizable part, that how we can resize the element using different options and actions and to what extent an element in the jQuery UI can be resizable. Now section 5th is the selectable part, that how we can select and in which way, how to use a delay and distance option in selectable, that how to prevent the unwanted clicks or to count the unwanted clicks. Now section 6 is deals with the sortable part, that how we can sort, like we have to sort 1 after 2 or 3, or we have to sort 3 before 2. In this way we can sort using this. So section 6 will all deal with the part of sortable. Now this is all about the interaction part. The second part is widgets. So widgets is the most part which covers every designing or every part of the page. So section 7 deals with the accordion. So accordions are basically used whenever we have to enter a detail in which the page should not be covered completely. So accordion part is included in section 7th of the widget. Now section 8, autocomplete. So now I am sure that you are familiar with the autocomplete operation, as many times you have seen that in our contact list in our phone, whenever we just type A, then all the A names are filtered in a mobile phone. So in this way we are using the autocomplete functionality for jQuery user interface. Now section 9th deals with the buttons widgets. Now what is a button? As you all know that buttons are used to perform some operation or a function. Now buttons are basically of two types in jQuery UI. Here we can implement icons, or we can give text, or we can give no text. So the icons, as we deal with, they are of two types: primary icon and secondary icon. So primary icon is always used at the left hand side of the button, and the secondary icon is always to the right hand side. So how to implement these icons and what are these icons, how we can implement it using the cheat sheet, and many more things we are going to implement in this lecture. Now date picker. So date picker, many times you have observed that when you are filling the form, it's a very irritating moment that we have to fill the date completely using the keyboard. So to avoid this I have used the date picker section 10. So the date picker uses many different operations, like how we can choose weeks, how we can choose months, years and many more things. Now dialog. Dialog is basically attractive message which we can use in the middle of any web page, or whenever the web page is running or anything. Now menu. So whenever we have a variety of things to select, then we have to create a menu for it. So the jQuery UI is a very broad concept for creating the menu. So all these menu part will be included in section 12th of this course. Now progress bar. So as you all know that the importance of progress bar is that how much progress is there for a particular operation which is going to be processed. So section 13 will deal with the progress bar. Now select menu. Now select menu is basic thing, like if we want to make the speed as normal, so we can just click on the speed, it will drag down, and normal, fast and medium, these are the three options which we can select. So this is a part of select menu. Now slider. Now slider is basically a thing which we can use in the horizontal way or in a vertical way. Many times you have observed that a slider in a volume part, so if we have to increase the volume then we can just pull it and move upwards, and if we have to go it down then we can move downwards. So in this way the slider part is section 15th. Now spinner. So section 16 deals with the part of a spinner, and everything using the actions and options which we can use in the spinner are used. Now tabs. So tabs is basically used to store the particular information of a particular topic. So we can click on any of the tab to search for that information. In this way we can use a 17th section to understand the part of tabs. Now tooltip, which is the section 18. Now what is a tooltip? So tooltip is basically a tip for that particular tool. Like in a form it is written that write your first name. If someone who is new to that form is not understanding, then if we click on that particular what is your name, then it gives a tooltip that yes, you have to enter your first name here. So this is a tip for that particular tool, that what are you using. Or it can be also set a placeholder, like in HTML we use placeholder, that what we have to enter. Now effects, so this is the last part or the third component of jQuery UI. So hide effect, so hide effect is basically used to hide any operation or the processing part which we are performed on that particular thing. So section 19 deals with the hide effect. Now in the same way, show effect is just the opposite of hide effect, and section 20 deals with the show effect. Toggle effect, so toggling part is always done for a jQuery user interface, and the user interface should be very attractive and interactive. So to make it, we are using toggling effect. So it is in the section 21st. Now add class, so if we want to add class in between of that particular program, then we can use section 22nd, which is the add class method. Now remove class, in the same way as we can add class, we can also remove class. So section 23rd deals with the remove class effect. Now switch class, switch class is basically that how we can move out of the loop and directly go on to that particular class for which the operation is to be performed. So this operation will be performed on section 24th. Now animation effect, so it shows basically how that background color will be changed, background effects will be changed. So section 25 deals with the animation effect. So friends, I am sure that this roadmap will help you, that how you are going to learn things, how the section will increase, and how these three components will make your jQuery UI complete course. So we will soon meet in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this lecture.